This is going to be a short-lived video, no doubt, because I don't know what's about to happen, whether this is actually going to work or not. I honestly doubt it. If you don't really follow The Witcher 3 quote-unquote next-gen update came out today. I think probably last night, late at night, like they usually do with games now. Before the patch launched, they posted a list of quote-unquote compatible mods. They said that, they may, even though they're on the list, they may not work. Which is, whatever. I get it. Okay, so Rock Paper Shotgun has a post with a list of the mods that are like supposed to work. It's not even really a list. It's kind of poorly organized. Here it is. I only have mods that are on this list installed. Super Turbo Lighting mod. Where's the other ones? Always. I'm not sure. Always Full XP might not be on this list, but I didn't even have it installed the first time, so it's not relevant. Here's Always Full X down. Yeah, no script error. Fuck. I should probably remove that. Oh no, they did release a new version. Okay, that's why I installed it. So I have the auto apply oils, super STLM, and Always Full XP. And then this patch is basically supposed to include the Ultimate Witcher HD Reworked Project, etc., etc. So I'll just go ahead and try to launch the game. I'll not be shocked when it doesn't work. I can already tell it's not going to open. Oh, it has to compile these scripts, and it's going to fail because this literally never succeeds. Oh, I'll be goddamned. Like it almost never works. Actually, I think there's about to be an error. No? Okay. Amazing. Let's see if this actually works. There's more to talk about. It doesn't matter. So my aging computer like really can't handle any more graphics.
Let's go.
The game kind of looks exactly the same now with the super turbo lighting applied, so I'm not really positive that it's working. I didn't launch it through Steam, so I'll record a clip of that and I'll just cut that in. But apparently one of their brilliant ideas, like every single one of these developers does, they decided to merge Witcher 3 with the existing launcher for Cyberpunk 2077. And if you played Witcher 3 before today, you know that Witcher 3 never had a launcher on PC ever, because it never needed one, and it still doesn't. So that's just a pain in the ass. Like it doesn't need to be a thing. I don't have an RTX card. I'm still building my new PC. So I don't know that enabling ray tracing on here is really accurate to what it would look like. But it didn't really look better with ray tracing on. I guess. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it at 4K. It's fine. Whatever. The next half-assed nonsense that really probably didn't even need to be done in the game is the photo mode that they included is kind of weak. And by kind of weak, I mean very weak. Excuse me, it's late at night-ish. This is one of the weakest photo modes I've ever seen included in a game. Even compared to Cyberpunk 27 D7, this photo mode has nothing. It has no options. You can change FOV. You can change the tilt angle. You can control depth of field. Those are all fine. You can do some effects on the camera. Like, you know, exposure, contrast, highlights, saturation, chromatic aberration. You can fuck that all the way up. Make it look god-awful. Film grain, and then that's it. And then the overlay, the only overlay option is to apply a vignette, which shouldn't exist in the first place. And it's barely noticeable anyway, if you do. The problem is, every single one of these options was already possible. Either, if assuming this still works, if you go into Nvidia, oh holy shit, that's awful. If you go into Nvidia Ansel, you can do literally every one of these things. Now, I understand that probably 99% of this patch was like specifically exists only for console, but it's trash. That's the summary. Is this patch like really was a total waste of time for PC? Back to the point. You can do all this stuff in the Nvidia Ansel filters. You could add vignette, and it actually works, as you can see. You could, you know, add like a letterbox. You could. Never used this one. This looks new. I don't know what that does. Nothing. Black and white. Here's the problem, okay? If any of this stuff had a purpose to exist on PC,
let's go.
It would be to take screenshots, right? That's the point of jacking up the graphics to make them look better, right? So here's the problem. This patch totally disables Steam Overlay. See, this is what happens when I press Shift Tab. It just uses the photo mode shortcuts and it turns off the UI. If I press F12 to take a screenshot, it does nothing, as you can see. So literally, in order to take a screenshot, you have to use like a Windows shortcut. You have to do like Windows Shift S, and then literally copy paste your screenshot into Paint or something, instead of being able to upload it to Steam, which is absolutely pointless. Like, there's literally no reason to be able to take there's no reason for a photo mode if you legit can't use the photos that you took in photo mode without, you know, having to do some ridiculous shit. Cool. So, contrary to what well, not really contrary, but what I was saying earlier about the update breaking Steam Overlay, it's very confusing because people are saying that it breaks all overlays that you know need the DirectX API, but that's not the case because what's the overlay for Discord? I don't want to press it because I think I don't have Discord open, otherwise it would already be on there. But I'm pretty sure the Discord overlay. Yeah, I'm positive the Discord overlay works, because I deleted it from the video already when it was on, and also the Nvidia overlay works. So it was only Steam. But anyway, there's a file you can delete. If you go to you can just go into Steam and then right-click on your Witcher 3, browse local files, and then in the Witcher 3 root directory, it's going to be bin, bin. Then there should be, I think, let me just alt-tab. I already showed it at the beginning of this clip. x64 underscore DX12. There's a file that'll be called D3D11ON12.dll. You can just delete that file, and then if you run the game, it should work like immediately. Keep in mind the overlay will always work on the launcher, but then when you actually get into the game, it doesn't work. So that was the issue that I was talking about. So I'll retract that criticism, I guess, although not really, because it's not like CDPR fixed it. Someone else figured that out. Cool. So I guess photo mode is actually useful now. We'll test it out here in a second. Just take a random screenshot. All right, awesome. That's all I really cared about. What in the fuck? Are those peacocks? They are. Okay. I mean, I'm not even going to say that it looks better than 1.32 did, because it doesn't. Any improvement you see here is because of mods, not because of the new patch. And I honestly can't even tell the difference. The guy that made Witcher 3 HD Ultimate Reworked or whatever it's called, I think he's one of the developers that worked on Witcher 3. All that work is supposed to be rolled into this patch, like by default, but I really can't even tell whether or not it's applied. I think there's kind of like a 4K clouds mod included, but again, I've played the game with mods for so long, I really don't know what vanilla looks like, because it doesn't really look any different to me.
Come on now.
And I don't think it's worth breaking all the mods that it did on PC. Again, on console, yeah, like it finally brings the console version of the game almost up to par with the PC version. The water may look better on console, but that's because ray tracing. Oh, and then there's also this issue. You can see the little rainbow shit. It specifically happens with water, like with the rivers.
Slow now. Come on, Roach.
Get out of my way, homie. If I had finished my new computer, like any time recently, I would have made it a video where the graphics are turned up like 1,000,000%. It would look way better than this. But basically, the point is here that it still looks better on PC than on console, even with only like one mod. So again, to summarize, photo mode sucks. The changes are minimal, and they actually broke features that have worked for 7 years, as well as mods. I kind of went off topic. I was comparing it to the Cyberpunk 2077 photo mode. The photo mode in 2077 kind of sucked, to be honest. But here's the difference, or the difference is, it had an orbital camera mode. The only option, and a first-person camera mode. The only option here is basically a free cam. It's an orbital free cam, but you can only go like 40, maybe 20 meters away from Geralt. Which is still like a little bit better than the Cyberpunk camera. But compared to the Nvidia Ansel, that was basically the first way to use photo mode with this game back in 2015. Even the Ansel free float camera lets you, actually it might still let you move way farther away than this one does. I'm not sure what the deal is with the motion blur on the camera. Yeah, but you can see it's already letting me move way farther away. I would love to know what's going on here. Didn't it used to be like this? Oh, I crashed it. No, I didn't. Oh, and that's another thing I just noticed. The camera. There's no way to actually, unlike other games that have camera modes. If you look at the controls here, you'll notice that there's no up or down, or dolly, or what are the technical terms? Again, if you compare this to any modern game with a photo mode, almost any modern game, it completely lacks the options. It's got to be one of those games. Uncharted 4, Uncharted Lost Legacy, one of those like 5 games. One or more of those games has a dolly and like an up down. I forget what the exact control is called, camera position or something, as well as better FOV controls. Callisto Protocol specifically has a lens length control, which is technically the same thing as FOV, but not really. Cyberpunk. I keep on interrupting myself before I talk about it. Cyberpunk had a pose section, so there were like probably 50 poses, although most of them kind of sucked, that you could put the character in, and there were also facial expressions, and they were broken down by like combat poses, idle poses, stuff like that. This has none of that, and it's not like 2077 was unique in doing that, but I'm just saying it's the same developer, so. This is a step backwards. It's kind of crap, like, to be completely honest. Shadow of the Tomb Raider had that. I think Rise of the Tomb Raider also had that, where you could do facial expressions. Even God of War 2018 had the expressions thing, I think. I'm not sure about Ragnarok because they released photo mode like the day after I platinumed the game and uninstalled it, so I don't really know what it's like. I may do a more in-depth video comparing photo modes just to, have something to do. But honestly, I've just been playing games recently. So I'm going to edit this video a bit, but basically this patch sucks. That's about it. Peace.